Good morning. I love this bathroom. It's beautiful. And you gotta check out my room as well. Hello, night. And my bed's messy because I messed it up, but yeah, beautiful. Excited to go. So tonight is gonna be the glass bottom boats bioluminescence. I don't know why I'm being so coy with you guys, but the reason I'm here in Florida is to finally meet a manatee. So, okay, check it out. This is the real reason I'm here in Florida. I have always wanted to meet a manatee. And can I turn it around? I can. And so I have this friend who's been following me since I did my Project Hamlet interview, which was I think my 24th birthday, and all these years. So she was like, I want to come out. I want you to come out and let's go on some adventures, and I'll show you around, and let's enjoy. And so yes, that's what I'm doing. I can't get over this night in my bedroom. It's so cool. And there's a kitty. I definitely love the kitty factor. Oh, let me turn around. You gotta see your eyes. Hey, baby. Hi, you're gorgeous. This is Athena. I know you miss your brother. We're gonna find you another friend. That's one of our missions. Yeah, so I have all kinds of cool things planned for Florida, so I'm super excited. I'll keep you posted as best I can and try not to be so coy and mysterious. So the thing is, my cats are going to smell you all over my stuff, and they're going to ask me, who is this floozy that you've been cheating on us with? But I hope they'll understand. Look at me, I'm a Florida girl. Look at this cute resort I'm at, and I'm about to go swimming. So stoked about that. And then, check out this golf course behind me. And my hat matches my swimsuit. So excited. Good morning. So I slept in. I've been a bit jet lagged and messed up with Vancouver, Canada time difference, and then Texas, and then Florida. So I kept going to bed at 2 a.m. and waking up at 8. I don't know what that thing is. Something's singing right now. So my friend has taken me to, it's called Jungle Adventures. We're out in a little small town in close to the Kennedy Space Center, and I am just like enjoying these gators. It's so amazing that you guys have this here. We don't have anything like this in Canada. My friend is in the night thing. I'll flip it around and I'll show you. Good morning, my dears. My voice has changed a bit. I don't know what's happening. Some part of me is not used to the air here. Yeah, so I sound like I'm a chain smoker. Anywho, last night the bioluminescence was beautiful. Unfortunately, I couldn't get a picture of it or a video of it. I tried and tried. I did get to hold cone jelly in my hand and try some mangroves and some mullet fish jumped out of the water onto our boat. And yeah, it's interesting getting to know someone. You want to get to know like when you meet someone, you want to get to know them. Why don't you go kayaking with them? You'll learn really quickly. I think she was like getting frustrated with me. Oh my God. Saying hi to you. Oh my gosh. You're just a fat little cow that rolls around. So I just finished my tour with the Florida Adventurer, and I got to see a lot of manatees, and I was just in tears at how beautiful and amazing these creatures are. They're just, I love them so much. Like, they're just the sweetest, like, curious little things. They just want to hug and cuddle each other all day long and roll around. And I mean, people in Florida are so lucky. So lucky to be be with these wonderful creatures. And I don't understand why anyone's looking at TV or watching the Kardashians or whatever. I don't understand why they're not just all watching the manatees and the beautiful wildlife that's here. So this is my backyard of the place that I'm staying at. It's a golf course. We're on a kind of like a golf course country club community area. And I'm in the area that is close to the Kennedy Space Center, Cape Canaveral, and so forth. And it's really, really adorable. And I might go check out that stuff too, even though my friend that I'm staying with, she grew up in all that. Her dad was very big involved in those missions and launches and so forth. So I was like, it might be boring to you, but it's super interesting, you know, to check it out just that I'm here. So just wanted to do a quick video on that and let you guys know. Good morning. So I just got back from spending some time with the manatees. I wanted to swim with them and kayak with them, but swimming, I don't know if I can do it because I have to see if apparently they're in mating season right now and it's not the safest, but I'm gonna look more into that, of course. And but I did get to kayak with them, and they're just the most amazing creatures. It just makes me want to cry. They just want to cuddle all the time and hug each other and mate all the time, and little babies hanging around and playing and eating the seagrass and just being these lovely little sea potatoes in a brackish water, actually, which I learned. I'm going to walk into this golf course now. And brackish water is a mix of seawater and fresh water. But I cannot. I had tears in my eyes when I saw them for the first time. Like I don't understand like how people that live here are looking at a TV when they could be hanging out with manatees. They're just such beautiful, sweet creatures, and I just feel like people here are so lucky to live here with them. And even just the state, this country, there's just so many amazing things. And there was also dolphins in that water, and alligators, and amazing birds as well, ospreys, hawks, pelicans and falcons and egrets, and it's just, it's so lovely. And I highly recommend that tour. I'm gonna go do it again. Actually, I might just look into renting kayaks and going on our own because I don't like time limits. Yeah, I just love them so much. It's so worth it. And the guy said that did the tour with me, he's like, it's definitely, you know, worth it to when you see the person get all emotional about, you know, being with them and seeing them, and they come right up to your kayak. They're super curious and they just want to say hi, and it's so hard not to touch them. But it is illegal, and so you can get in serious trouble. So, but anyway, just having them so close and then wanting to come and just feeling your energy, and just being telepathic like that with like them, and they're telepathic creatures as well. But it's so incredible, and I can't wait to be with them again and just be in their energy. Okay, so the area that I'm in right now is a golf course. It's like a private country club kind of an area, and it's not far from the Kennedy Space Center and Cape Canaveral, just to give you. So now I'll tell you a bit about the gator park I went to, which was also really cool and interesting. So on this golf course, they could have gators here, and alligators don't realize that they are apex predators, and they're actually scared of people. So people will walk up to them on the golf course and tap them on the butt, and they'll just run away. But I went to this place where there was just a ton of them, and just learned, and they have a whole bunch of babies there too, and just learned a lot about them and how people coexist and live with them, and how they can tell the difference between one gator and other gators, and how aggressive they are, and of course their mating ritual, because that's super important to know about. And yeah, they also have some other cool animals there. They had a baby puma, and monkeys, and a skunk, a chocolate skunk, and the skunk is my spirit animal, and I really wanted to hold it, but they wouldn't let me. But I could pet it, and some good shots of its face, and held some snakes. It doesn't scare me at all, though. And I held a baby crocodile, and I kissed it, and they're like, "You're not supposed to kiss it," and I'm like, "Why?" And they're like, "Well, it's salmonella," and I'm like, "Yeah, okay, whatever, it's fine." And they're kind of laughed. They're like, "All right, naive child," but yeah, it's fine, and I can't help it. I love it, so that's just what I do. And then there was also this famous alligator that was there called Sweetie, and she has pink nail polish, and she is a Instagram famous social media influencer star, but she's blind, but she's a sweetheart, and so that's also really neat to meet her and to see, like, just go on these little gator boat rides and you know, see the giant crocs in these like old sort of, I don't know, bayou houses with like toothpick kind of up the water. So like, I don't know how the people live that way with that time, but there is of course this harmonious coexisting, or just knowing exactly what to do. And the locals do here, the people do grow up hunting alligators as well, like a sport. And I did eat some as well. It tastes just like chicken, but I quite like it. I don't know why, like, it's not more common here. And oh, it's like something's on the grass there. And yeah, and then I went on this airboat tour, and there was this massive gator there, and it had a cow. So because of the flooding of Hurricane Milton, there's this whole farm field that got flooded, and there were these cows in the water. I have a video of it, so I'll show it, but like, they're like neck deep just wandering around there, and one of them got hit by an airboat, and a gator was helping himself to it and guarding it and like hissing and kind of snarling at us. So okay, I have to show you, I got a new bikini. It's my favorite color, green, and the bright kind of forest green too that I like, and just wanted to see what you guys think of it. So yeah, I'm quite a fan. What do you guys think? Yeah, it's so fun. You gotta have good bikinis when you're out here too. So anyway, I love it. And my patch, it's starting to have a tan now. When I take it out, I got a big circle there. But yeah, I still wear it. I still like it, and just rocking it. Okay. So someone who knows me really well said, "What's up with all these bikini pictures and videos, Jess? This isn't something you usually do." And that's right. That's because I recently lost a lot of weight thanks to these patches, and so I am enjoying my new body, basically, because I was, oh wow, I was up to 188, and now I'm at 172 and going down. The perks, though, of gaining weight is that I didn't have a butt before, and now I do. And I was just running one day, and I'm like, who's applauding? And I'm like, oh, it's my ass. So yeah, I'm just enjoying now, and so it's just one of the many perks of these patches is that I am, it's an age reversal basically, and I feel it, and I feel amazing, and my mom feels amazing, and so, you know, I'm just carpe diem now. It just feels so great. And yeah, I came up with a shirt idea I thought I'd tell you about too, since I always had a chest, so I thought that, you know, since they're looking there, might as well educate them, and just something like, if you think my breasts are big, you should check out the size of my heart. So yeah, if you're interested in these patches, let me know and I can hook you up, as it's the best decision I've ever made, basically. So someone who knows me, I'm just about to go swim with the manatees. I'm super excited. I can't wait. I'm out in Crystal River where the water is nice and clear and blue, and yeah, I'll let you know how it goes afterwards. Hey everyone, I just got back from the Starseed convention. I haven't been to something like that in a long time. I mean, last time I've been to something like that, I was the speaker, and it was pretty neat hearing everybody, you know, share their presentations, and yeah, it hasn't changed too much back from when I was doing it. Of course, lots of crystals and psychic readings and stuff like that for sale, and different kind of healing modalities. And I got to so the guest speaker there was like, the main attraction was Laura Eisenhower, and I didn't know she was going to be there until like last minute, and that I was going to go to something like this as well. And my hair is kind of messy and wild, and I colored it pink for fun with this pencil. Anyway, so Laura and I go way back, back in like 2010. We used to interview each other, and yeah, just really connected. And then we fell out of touch for a bit, and then reconnected, and it was neat because she was speaking for a while, and it can be tough. It can really take a toll on you in a lot of ways that people don't really think about, because we want so badly to be a public figure, and then it happens, and then you're on this pedestal, and then you attract a lot of crap. And so I understood very well how she was feeling, and just comforted her and reminded her that she's touched and inspired a lot of people, and that she's doing a lot of good work, and to keep going. And sometimes I regret stepping down, and I know sometimes like I feel like I'm being called to go back to the public eye, but I'm so much on the fence with this. I have so much. I don't know. We'll see if it happens. Since I know, honestly, it doesn't really matter what we want. If this is what our mission is and what we're here to do, then it's going to happen. So with Laura, it was also pretty wild, because when we were speaking about this, no one was really talking about it. So I was like, Laura, we were the original OGs, that we were paving the way for this. And look, a lot of people that are here because of the work that we did. And I say that as I'm scratching my armpit like a gorilla. I was bitten by a mosquito there, so that's why I keep itching there. Anyway, I'm going to leave that in the video. And so, yeah, so it was really surreal and really cool, and just to kind of, she's like, oh, I'm so glad I can talk to you about this. I don't really have very many people I can speak in this way who understand and stuff like that. And she also talked about doing an interview with me. She's also involved with the Patches company, and was very moved by the story of my mom, and why I'm promoting Patches to begin with, because I've never done any kind of thing like this before. It's kind of I guess work, if you call it. I'm not a salesperson. But because I've had this amazing experience where I've tried so many things, I mean, I became a healer to help my mom because of her 5 decades of chronic migraines that she's suffering with my entire life. I grew up with her as a child begging me to decapitate her because she was in so much pain. And becoming a healer, turns out I could help everyone but her, which was brutal. And just to see her suffering so much, and it was every 3 days for 3 days, basically. Meaning that like she'd have it for 3 days where she couldn't eat, sleep, nothing but vomit, and then the next 3 days was like a hangover trying to recover. And but I knew there would be something somewhere, sometime in the future. I never gave up. I dragged her to every healer and practitioner I could think of, and unfortunately nothing worked. And so when I was told about these, I'm just like, they're a sticker, like, what? Yeah, right, like they can do anything. But I was like, you know what, we've tried everything, so what do we have to lose? Let's just try it. And little did I know, or did even she know, that it would work so quickly. Like, it literally worked instantaneously when we patched her. She hasn't had a migraine since, and I didn't get into how she was doing this profusely for the last 7 years. This was, we thought it was I'll try it again. So she was doing this for the last 7 years, just constantly, like that. And we thought it was Parkinson's. The doctor said she was never going to get rid of it. And turns out what it actually was neurological damage because of just the 3 the 5 decades of the migraines, and then also not being able to sleep. So you're always on your guard. It's like there was a tiger in the room. So it was really intense. And then when we patched her, she stopped shaking immediately and hasn't really shaken since. And then there's so many other things also that happened afterwards that I could like go on and on about these patches. So everyone I told at that place, even people who were actually had a LifeWave booth, were really floored by that story, which I might share the rest later on about. Well, I mean, you guys know the garden video, right, where I'm showing off her garden, but what you don't know is that she was having early signs of Alzheimer's and was forgetting her plants. And so that's clearly evident in the early part of the videos. And then as she's patching, not only does she remember all of her plants, but now she also remembers the Latin names that come back to her. And yeah, so she's also, last I talked to her, she was working 9 hours straight in her garden. That's like a lot of energy. She couldn't do that before, so these patches give you amazing energy. And also just how fast it prepares you, like just basically an X-Men. I mean, she fell, hit her spine and tailbone and all these areas that are just incredibly painful on elevated concrete. And when you're 70 and you fall, you tend to like break a hip because your bones are so brittle, and you get pneumonia and you die. And she repaired so quickly that I didn't even, like, she apparently had a massive bruise. I didn't see it. I didn't know. I'm like, I don't see it, Mom. She's like, well, I swear it was there. And I'm like, well, I don't know what to say. I don't see it. So I then did get to witness how fast it does heal and repair your body. And because of stem cells, reversing your age and strengthening your bones and muscle and everything. It's wild. It's a trip. So I can't help but talk about it. I'm sorry if I'm annoying in my stories, but like it's literally changed my life. It's given my mother her life back, and I get emotional thinking about it. And so yeah, it's now my life, and it's now my business. And I mean, I don't usually get compensated for sharing things. Like I said, I'm not good at sales, but I'm very passionate about sharing things. Even whether I get compensated or not, I've been sharing things for such a long time that I'm passionate about, and so now it's nice now to be compensated for it. So I want to talk about swimming with the manatees in Crystal River. If you haven't done it, I absolutely recommend it. I'm glad I didn't listen to anyone and saying, no, it's not safe right now, they're mating or whatever. That's not true. You can swim with them all year round, and the colder it gets, their winter here, this is what they call winter, the more the manatees come out. And so you have to watch this video, which is kind of ridiculous, as it's all these things they're telling you that you're not supposed to do, which is like don't touch them, don't kick them, don't poke them with a stick. But then they have a video showing people doing exactly all of that. And so it just makes me think of that Simpsons episode where they have this scene, I believe it's a camping one, or junior campers or whatever, and so it says like, don't do what Donnie Don't does, and it's basically that with the manatees. Yeah, they're really adamant about you not touching them at all. Like, it's a big fine and like jail time and all this kind of stuff, and that was implemented in the 70s. However, after you watch that video, they're like, okay, well, just so you know, the manatees did not see that video, and they can do what they want. So they're very friendly, and if they want to touch you, if they want to hug you, if they want to eat your hair or your mask, which is like what I got to experience, then they're free to do that. You just have to kind of remain still and not kind of engage with them fully. So a lot of the times you'll be swimming, and then maybe a current will bring you above them, and then they'll come up for air, and so you'll get to experience that. And they're just so incredible. They got these little tiny eyes. They're apparently blind. They have like these clear marbles. Apparently that's cataracts and things like that, but they're well aware of us. And I really feel that like they want, they miss human interaction. They just want to, like, they're super curious, and They're totally fine with you being with them, and you just kind of swim alongside them and watch them as they kind of just go along the floor, picking up dirt and looking for seagrass to eat. And they are there with, there are gators in that water and dolphins and everything like that, and they're not afraid at all. And yes, so I highly recommend you do this, experience this. It's incredible. Their kayaking too is really good. The water is more clear than the one that I did out in the Kennedy Space Center area. It's also really affordable. I'm getting eaten alive by mosquitoes. That's not cool. Like there's mosquitoes all the time. It's not just dawn and dusk like in Canada in the warm weather. Yeah, warm, hot. I don't know. This is our summer weather here in Florida. So I'm in Brandon. I'm debating it on the fence if I'm gonna go to Universal Studios or Disney, and if I do one or the other, or if I do both. I'm trying to figure out what park I should go to and all that. So you guys, if you have suggestions, let me know. If I do any, I may not do either. I don't know, we'll see. Because manatees were the most important thing to me. And I'll do that again in a heartbeat. But okay, so still emotional, still reeling about it. Like I just was crying, and yeah. Anyway, so I waited a few days to share. Maybe do a video as a blubbering mess. Okay, where was I going? Oh yeah, so I'm only staying one more week in Florida. I'm currently in the Brandon area. I might go to the St. Pete area for the last few days, and then I'm gonna head to Mexico, Playa del Carmen for the next few weeks, and then probably Portland, Oregon, and then maybe back, and then most likely back to Canada. I gotta be back because I got something very important in early December that I'll tell you about later. It has something to do with one of my fur babies. I just want to do another quick video here because I had a question regarding my previous video, which I knew was coming, as to, well, if you're so spiritual and conscious, why would you even think about going to Disney World or Universal if you know what's really going on? And yeah, I am well aware of what's going on there. And I think though that we, no matter what we do, how we are living is feeding them and empowering them. We're living in a world right now that is fully controlled by Disney, which is controlled by Vanguard and BlackRock and all of that. So I don't really think boycotting it is going to change anything or stop them at all if everybody who woke up just didn't go there anymore. Because everything that we do, how we're living, paying our bills, using banks and all this kind of stuff is still empowering and contributing to them and their system. We don't want to live in this corrupt system that destroys all of life, has no regard for any life. But we're forced to live in it right now. And what we can do is do the best we can, of course, because we have to live this way right now, and keep exposing this stuff. They're done. They're like, it's getting out more and more. Those children will be free. And there's no harm in continuing to, like, I've never been to Disney World before, or Disneyland, or Universal, or anything like that. So I don't think that that's going to do harm by going there once and seeing it. And I know there's a tourist trap and all that kind of stuff. But again, everything we do is contributing to their system, and to using planes and all this kind of stuff is all contributing to, you know, their way of trafficking kids and this kind of old world, old life kind of a thing. So yeah, we can boycott eating animals, but that's not going to stop animals suffering from, like we do, testing on them for them to touch anybody's, any of our, you know, animal testing is a huge thing. And then they also have, we have going on all over the world, which I've witnessed, particularly living in Bali, is religious animal sacrifices constantly. So really what we do is we raise our consciousness and we expose this and end this. This time is coming to an end where we won't have any of these as options anymore, or things to do anymore. So yeah, they're done, basically. So let's just keep exposing them. Let's keep exposing their agenda, every one of them, until things like this are not allowed to continue on to happen. Like I said, we will rescue the children. This is only allowing to happen because we are so unconscious to it, you know, and we're just living our life and just believing that our leaders care about us and actually, you know, want to help or make a difference, or any of the things that we've been told just to keep us in this matrix system and to allow them to continue to exploit so much life. We can also do light work when we're in those places and from a distance as well too. Like I said, these things are all coming to an end. We're a part of that to change the way we do things, and this stuff cannot continue on when humanity fully awakens and remembers who they are. There's no way. But in the meantime, we're unfortunately forced to play the game and contribute to everyone's suffering one way or another. We can't live fully off-grid or any of those kind of things just yet, as much as we'd like to. There's always something going on that prevents us from doing that just yet, just like with free energy. As much as we would love to put it out there and a lot of people know about it, they can't because it's just not safe. So in the meantime, they have to lay low and play the game and survive until we can take the world back and stop all these things once and for all. Sorry, another thing I wanted to add to this as well. I worked for Disney and Marvel as well too, and that's contributing with them. I also worked on Mortal Kombat, and that's contributing for this agenda. I don't want to work for the Matrix, but a lot of people are forced to because they don't know how to live online. They or you know, get income other ways. Whatever we do, we're unfortunately again contributing to the system and to the Matrix. And so, like, am I supposed to just not work for them because I know the truth of them? Are we all supposed to just, like, it be nice? But they own and control everything right now. So we play the game, but we work and raise our frequency and continue to expose them. And this is how we do it till eventually they completely phase out and we rebuild a new world, right? So this is how it is in the Matrix right now. My morning view from the treehouse. So good morning, everyone. A little bit like a Tarzan. November 4th in Florida. I can definitely feel the patriotism here and all the excitement buzzing about this election. Behind me I have all this debris from the hurricane. There's quite a lot of damage, and walking by all these Trump signs, and yeah, it's feel like I'm witnessing a historical event in some ways, regardless of how it goes. Most likely they're going to steal the election because that's what they do, and apparently that's, I guess, what we need to wake up collectively and to understand the nature of the beast and how this system of control works. Of course, each wing, these two wings, same bird, basically. So, though regardless, it is still the Great Awakening, and we get to witness that. And so I'm honored to be here in the States to experience that. I love the States. I've always loved the States. I'm Canadian, but I wish I was American. Okay, confession time. I am 41 years old and I have never been in love. And I have also not yet had the honor of a soul claiming to claim real estate in my womb. And but I do remember the day as if it was yesterday when I fell head over heels in love with humanity and their potential. And I was so excited about the day that they would wake up from their amnesia veil and remember who they are and what they were capable of and what we came to this planet to do, to facilitate the death of an old world and birth a new earth, to birth heaven on earth, and that they would realize that they've gone through this alchemical process. Yes, I could go on and on about that. So I also have not dated in quite a long time, and that's due to several reasons. One main reason is because of the pandemic. I've never had a jab in my entire life, and it's not easy to find someone who has the same views, who also isn't jabbed, where you're on the same page, where you have the same values and views, and there's chemistry, compatibility, and sparks and so forth. And also I'm pretty energetic, a lot of energy, and I'm very spontaneous, and it's not easy to find someone that can keep up with me. Plus, I'm quite a deep person, can't stand superficiality, and I really love blowing people's minds and giving them paradigm shifts and new perspectives on on seeing themselves in the world. And yeah, yeah. Do you think you can keep up with me and my passion? And so yeah, do you think you can keep up with me and my passion? I'm a very passionate person as well, and another thing that I find is challenging is to find someone who is in love with life, equally in love with life as much as I am, and is optimistic about the future even though it seems really bleak, because the truth is it's going to be a wonderful future, not this dystopian Orwellian future that they try to make us think that we're going to have. So I'm very excited, and I hope you are too. Some things can be said better in memes than trying to put together and share with you in the stories. Now, truth is very much like an onion. There's many layers to it, and the awakening process is the same way. And we can see that, we can see that, you know, these are two sides to the same coin, these candidates. And this is a game they've always played. We have the same bullshit in Canada where we look to have someone who is definitely the lesser of two evils, and playing the role of the bad guy as well. And damn good job at that. And yeah, we think that, you know, we're waking up to the fact of how they steal elections and rig everything, and that's really great to see. And that's a step in the right direction. And now we need to question both, you know, that these two candidates are controlled by the same people and have us result to the same agenda, which is why I love to use the meme of Kang and Kodos. Doesn't matter which one you vote for, we're still going to make you into a slave. Now, this is where we're getting to right now, where we're realizing that we can't vote ourselves out of this kind of situation, that we have to realize that, you know, we have more power than this. We don't have to play their games. We don't have to choose their pre-selected candidates or anything. And that's where we're getting to right now. We're getting close, and it's very exciting to witness, and yeah. Now we must pull the rug from the ones who are the puppet masters. We must reveal who they are, pull back that curtain, and find that old, frail, insecure bully, the Wizard of Oz. Big, impressive smoke and mirror show. Old, frail, insecure man. And that's the point that we're getting to now. That realization, and what was I going to say? We live in a narcissist, conditioned, saturated world, and there's a lot of people that are very good at telling others what they want to hear, how they want to hear it, and whenever they tell them something they don't want to hear, then, you know, you're met with a lot of cognitive bias. So this is something to keep in mind and pay attention to, that pull back the layer, basically. Understand why are they telling us what they want to hear. Sure, we want to be liked and accepted and have everyone's approval, but there's an agenda there. There's acting there, actors, right? Playing roles, lost to it, and meant to be the fall guys. Trudeau in Canada is not the bad guy. The Democrats are not the bad guy. They are the fall guy to take all the credit and all the flack for everything that the puppet master has done. And so, I mean, in the beginning, Trudeau was considered a great guy and everyone loved him, and he was doing all these things that seemed to be good. And then he slowly revealed, you know, what the agenda wanted him to reveal. And as we started to, you know, everyone really can't stand him now, except the super brainwashed, there were now, like, Pierre, for example, is now the good guy that's telling everybody what we want to hear. So I just am very wary about this, like, obvious sort of where we think we have a choice, but we don't, like at the store. They're all pre-selected for us. So these are, again, let's be critical. Let's think critically about this here, people. You know, in order to really understand what's going on here, we have to put things into perspective. We have to put ourselves in the shoes of these people that, if they are people that are controlling the world. What would you do if you were them? If you had to make this master plan, would you divide the people? Would you create a good guy and a bad guy? Would you build people up with a savior complex? Keep having power outside of them? You know, just think about that. Really think about that. Imagine you are these world leaders, controllers who want to enslave humanity and been working on it for thousands of years. Time's not a problem. How would you do this? What would you do to keep yourself protected? Questions staying hidden that people wouldn't think to look for you there. Would you hide behind certain religions and ideologies and historical events that right? So we know this about history now, that it's been written by the victors. That's why they call it his story. So that's also something to keep in mind. Since we know so much now of what we've been taught and grew up to believe is simply not true, and everything that we're told is a lie. How do you figure out what's really going on, right? Critical thinking is very important, but also going within ourselves, and the patterns are very clear too, if we're willing to go there and question that. But truth is like an onion. There's a lot of layers to keep pulling back. Just keep pulling back, my friends, and it will be revealed. It's going to be revealed one way or another. So but we've got to be aware to the game, and we got to also think about, you know, like what people are doing now by asking Siri or Alexa if they were caught in a simulation trap matrix, what would they do to break free? And therein lies some keys and hints. And yeah, ponder that. So let's also keep in mind that just because it looks like the good side has won, that we're not out of the woods yet. They have a ton of tricks up their sleeves, and I wouldn't trust them for a minute to think that they're just going to go away graciously. So that's the other thing to like look in, that what cards do they have to collapse the economy, to collapse the banking systems. I mean, wasn't Trump in office when they pushed the pandemic, scamdemic? So there's a lot of shit that can still go down to, you know, they're still pushing for World War III, and so just be vigilant to that, and know that we are still in the thick of freeing ourselves from the Matrix. Or another quote unquote assassination attempt. Again, there's many things that cards they can throw at us. So the plan is still to force us to the New World Order. And so they have to make it really bad to the point that we need saving from something. So they could also have this possibility where Trump becomes like a martyr, and then people feel like they're desperate, and then a new sort of leader shows up and seems like, oh, they have all the answers and they're here to save us, but all we have to do is give away our freedom and go along with this agenda. That seems really good, but isn't. It's just another trap within a trap within a trap. So there's a lot of potentials that the cabal could choose to play with, according to their Illuminati card game, right? These aren't games, these aren't movies, these aren't TV shows, these aren't books, this isn't science fiction, there isn't fantasy. These are agendas. These are conditioning for us to make us think that, oh, they're predicting the future. Oh, this seems like deja vu. It's because this is the way we have to understand the patterns and the trap. To understand the trap is how you become free from the trap. Okay? So, understand what we've been prepared and conditioned for, and be ready to question it all. What you think you know. You are not living in the world you think you are living in. Well, I finally made it to the beach, and it is very strong wind and probably going to rain in a little bit. Nature's going to probably insist that I have a shower, and it's been pretty devastated by the hurricane. I don't know if you can see, but a lot of these buildings' bottom floor has been basically wiped out, and yeah, it's really crazy. And as you can see, I'm the only one here. I'm the only one crazy enough to just hang out at the beach where no one wants to be today. How are you all doing, my lovelies? I'm just having a nice night swim here and just feeling really, really grateful to all you awesome people out there that support me and are just being you, shining that light, bringing the truth out there, and helping us create this new world that we're going to witness in this lifetime. So anyway, just a quick little message to say all that, and yeah, thank you so much for you being you. Right, guess where I am? Hey, Hollylyn! Hollylyn Clamp Look at this! Oh, it's so cool! I'm waiting for Pandora, but look at how cool this is. Look, I have to... Oh. And then there's like all these exotic nature sounds too going on. Flight of the Passage, I got here a little late. I went to the wrong line. I went to the River Nairi or something like that. So, hour wait. This is what we're here for. To wait in lines. But we've never done anything like this before. And might as well do it. They recommend to hit those lines right away and then enjoy the rest of the park. Alright, waiting an hour for Flight of Passage. Look at how cool. Literally, it's so super, they keep it cool so you don't get too hot. Don't want to make you dizzy or spin around forever, but I want you to see these cool things. I'm so bad at filming, I'm sorry guys. I gotta learn how to film better. So I just did a Flight of Passage, the Avatar ride where you're riding on those amazing creatures as you're going through Pandora. I've never done anything like that. I don't usually go to theme parks or roller coasters. I can't remember the last time, probably definitely over 10 years. It was really incredible. It was worth the wait and the line and all that kind of stuff. I can see why it's one of the most popular rides at Disney World of all the parks combined. This line is going quick now. We're in Everest, Mount Everest. I named my cat Everest. Fun fact, not that you guys care, but anywho, it's really neat. It's really cool. I imagine it's exactly how it would be in Nepal. I haven't been. I've been to over 40 countries, and Nepal is not one of them. It's so cool! I'm just such a big nerd right now. Nerdy. Oh, here's Krusty Burger. Oh, don't forget your phone. La 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 la. Moe's Tavern. Over here we have, what is that? Duff Beer. Cletus the Slack-Jaw Yokel. And Duff Brothers. And of course we got the Quickie Mart. I'm a Simpson nerd. I have a lot of them memorized off by heart, and I have yet to meet anyone who can beat me at Simpson trivia. Oh, and here's Kang and Kodos, our candidates. Where's there? All right. Just get. I get you filmed, David. Okay, there we go. All right, here we go. What are these people dressed as? Where am I? Somewhere in Orlando, Florida, but I somehow have fallen into the land of Harry Potter. What's going on over here? What about over here? Who's this guy back here? Look at this.
If you wish to film your character, make your way to the security office, where your Gringotts identification photo will be taken.
Pip, pop, cheerio, and all that crap.
Go directly to the office at the end of the corridor.
What the heck is that? So, I changed because I'm a messy creature and a barbarian that can't always manages to like drop stuff on myself and whatnot. So I decided to be all ghetto glam and have a shower in the sink and I had other fascinating things to share like this, but I can't remember what it is right now. We are at the Lost Continent. But wait, there's still more cool things to show you as I make you dizzy spinning around and doing my crappy filming that I do. And yeah, I lost the person again. I think I need to, yeah. Such a hoot, how much fun it is.